I want to say going into figuring out clothing for me, I was self-conscious because my mom was like, your breasts, you can't show off your breasts.
The
You got to
week.
bring your best self. And so I give them a great look and still work. But then also I give my clients a great look. You would notice a difference in your mood and your attitude by putting something on that that you were going to flex in.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I love that you're watching. This is another episode of Style Stories, but this isn't any ordinary episode of Style Stories. This is an extremely special episode. I know I say that all the time, but like I've handpicked these guests for a reason, and this one right here, Miss Brittani Gray, she is not just your run-of-the-mill neighborhood beautician. She is an image architect from the neck up. She is an energy healer, a visual artist. She is every woman. Every woman is in her. Brittany, thank you for being here with me. We have
Thank
so much to talk
you.
about.
It's a beautiful welcome. Thank you. I'm very humbled by that.
Thank you. And obviously you're known for philanthropy as well. How did I leave that out? This is the owner, operator, CEO of Girls Health Period.
Yes.
Menstrual health for young ladies
Yeah.
and whoever else menstruates.
Yes.
She's
Building a whole community on equity of education for all.
an educator. Like she is I'm not mincing my words. She is literally everything. She does all the things and she is excellent at doing all the things. But she is also excellent at putting it on. So that's the purpose of today's chit chat, because your style, I feel like it may take a backseat to all the other wonderful things that you do all the time. But like you definitely have a distinct sense of style and you always turn heads everywhere you go. And I want to hear about it. Like, how did it all come to be?
That being the question, how did it all come to be? I think it's just what I surround myself with, from magazines, from eras that I'm just in love with, the music I listen to, and also my family. I have some really stylish family members that I always piqued my interest, and I always love a good alpha female, feminine energy in general. So I'm always going to be drawn to that. So I always pick and choose to create my style with those.
Okay, and we're gonna get into all of that. I want to start from the very, very, very beginning. Talk to me about your very first style inspiration.
Ooh, okay. I believe my first style inspiration, as in a person, or is it like
Anything.
anything? Okay. So I'm gonna go with this favorite picture of mine when I was probably 4 years old, and it was my grandmother's red leather arm length gloves that she had. I would have those on all the time, and I just knew with those I felt like, ooh, one, I'm grown.
Okay.
Because red, at a time in the 80s, 90s, if you wore red nail polish or anything red, you were grown. So those red gloves signified I was grown, but I felt like a lady. I felt so sophisticated, even with a t-shirt on and probably some hopscotch, Garanimals type of shorts. But that inspired me of looking at unique pieces to kind of hold on to and to add to my style as I got older. And a couple of my style agents that are my inspiration in life is my grandfather. He bought a new suit every Friday.
Oh,
New suit, new hat. I think it's Basaki's down. Is it Bat Sacks? Basaki's.
I'm picturing the logo.
Yes, I
right
can't
now.
remember how to
Yep.
pronounce the name appropriately, but it's a hat company that's downtown. They actually moved locations recently, and he bought a hat every week. So it was just like seeing the new fabrics, the new feathers, winter style hats, summer style hats. And then I had an uncle that came from the Air Force, or excuse me, a part of the military units, and he just loved tailored suits. So you would think I would be more into tailored type of like inspiration, but it's actually just how they put texture and fabrics and color and print together that was like perfection.
So you come from a very stylish lot.
Yes.
So can you talk to me about your first fashion memory of yourself from childhood, like where it all kind of came together?
You know, my fashion actually came from my mother.
Okay.
She dressed me up until I was like 13 until I told her no. And she dressed me because I was okay with it. I felt like she was my personal stylist and I didn't have that communication or title information, but I was like, oh, my mom got me together. I'm good with this.
And you liked it.
I liked it. It was because it was the Huxtable style. It was the Doc Martens. It was the Raven Simone era. So polka dot stockings, overalls, barreled overalls that is kind of picking up the trend later this year, and different color neon sweatshirts and shirts. That's what I was like. This was an inspiration for me. But my mom would always pick that out. It just got to a time where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
What was the last straw?
Um, you know what? To be honest, I think because I also was okay with her picking out my clothes because I was a tomboy up until close to seventh grade. All I wanted was the blacks, the grays, the whites of anything. I didn't really want to have color unless I was going to church galas, or going to some other event that my parents had.
Now, why was that?
As in being a tomboy or being like,
Being averse to color unless you were doing those specific activities.
I don't know. I just didn't want to get messy.
Oh, as a tomboy, still very neat.
That was literally like, just because it was tomboy, it's tomboy-esque. We will say more androgynous nowadays.
Yeah.
But I really just like the simplicity of it, and the times that I wanted to really showcase and put on. I really wanted to showcase to put on. I'm like, my daily wear, Monday through Friday, should be as simple as a good uniform, a good classic uniform. That's probably where I get my tailoring ideas from, like my grandfather and my uncle. But then on the weekends or for those events, I'm like, I've been thinking about this for a month. I really want to curate something that feels great to me, that I'm thinking about and also dreaming about, because it's something interesting to curate that time and space that you've been waiting for.
Okay, so we like to build the anticipation for that big pop out.
Yes.
Versus doing a little
I'm
one
still
two.
kind of the same way, but I definitely have switched it up since then, for sure.
Okay. Well, is there a moment where you feel like you really truly started to care what you were wearing?
I mean, even with my tomboyish kind of look, I still cared. Oh,
Okay.
drastically. I remember this one Christmas, I feel, uh, shout out to my Uncle Mike. Literally, he asked me, you know, uncles either give you gym shoes or money or something for Christmas. At least that's what my uncles did. And he was like, what do you want? I said, I want these gym shoes. It was like these black and white Nikes. I don't know what they were. Couldn't tell you to this day. But somehow my mom intercepted
Oh.
that conversation. And so on Christmas Eve, where we normally open one gift from the family, I opened the gift and it was these pink and something gym shoes. I nearly lost it. I said, who told you to do this? I said, I don't even want them.
Oh no.
He was like, well, that's what your mom said that you. I said, you asked me and then you asked her. I think I really developed in my Taurus ways, because I am a Taurus. Please believe that. And I just was very direct. And so that's when I started learning about respecting your voice and respecting, if you ask me and I give you the answer, don't try to forfeit something else to, to deliver something that's half.
So was that kind of tied into one of the last moments where you were like, no, I'm taking the wheel?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Ooh. So did the shoes go back? Did you?
I know I didn't wear them.
Oh, okay.
I was very honest. And I think that's, my uncle's a Leo. I was honest then. And he didn't take it as anything. If I don't remember if he did, but I know I didn't wear those shoes.
Okay.
That wasn't going to happen ever.
So it sounds like you've always had confidence in your style choices. Was there a moment when everything just started to click and you were really starting to feel yourself, or was that always the case?
Well, points, That is how funny how you put that. Like, I mean, for real though, I feel like I was conscious of my body because the women of my family had hips and butt, no stomach, no breasts. And when I came around, I had breasts and I had stomach. And so I was a part of the Learners New York and Company crowd and the Sears, JC Penney's, Arizona jeans to fit over my lack thereof a butt, but it was I think seventh grade, seventh, eighth grade, I was a size 10,
Okay.
which wasn't, by as being older now, you're like, that was nothing. Like that was
Do you mind telling us like around what year that would have been? Like around what decade?
let's see, that is around 2000, 2000 is seventh grade into eighth grade. So we're looking at around like 2000, 2005.
Okay, so that was still a tough time
It
for
was,
inclusivity.
yeah, unless you're going to Deb's. And that
Shout out
was
to Debs.
okay. Uh, Shout out Northgate Mall.
That was the one.
That was the one.
was the
It was the only one. That part, the Learners just was around the corner next to Lazarus, or I think it was Lazarus, now Macy's, and it literally was like that's all I could go. Those terry cloth jumpsuits and what is it? The boot cut jeans. That was what I had. And so when it came to, I want to say, going into figuring out clothing for me, I was self-conscious because my mom was like, your breasts, you can't show off your breasts.
Okay.
You can't do this. A lot of things had been sexualized with me. Older gentlemen
Of course.
wanted to peek. Who are you? What are you? And how old are you? I wasn't even 13 yet. So it's just like I understand why her protection was there, but it also made me self-conscious of like dresses and skirts or something that was hugging my body. And hugging your body could be just something that's more fitted. And so I will say, like, coming from that point, I didn't really, from seventh to probably 10th grade, I didn't feel like I had like the confidence behind it. But I don't know what happened between 10th and 11th grade. And it just was like, it's me. And one of the funny things is I just had a dinner not too long ago. And one of my friends from high school was just like, you was just that bougie in high school. And it's around the 10th through 12th. You was wearing the Ralph Lauren twin sets and wearing loafers and
Oh, you gave them loafers.
Oh, I gave them loafers.
We need the pics. I need you to know. We need all the pics.
I may have had some waterfalls and double French rolls, but please believe I was not playing around when it came to Donna Karen, DKNY, which was big.
So was this you, or was this still some of your mom's
Oh, this
influence?
is me.
This was all you.
Oh, I was old school.
Okay.
Old school being. I really didn't care about the trends unless it was Columbia boots. Don't ask me why.
Okay.
That was around 7th through 9th grade. We won't get into that deeply, but I love Columbia boots and Guess jeans.
Okay, that feels timely. Well, in that case, can you talk to me about one of your favorite trends from the past that you wouldn't mind revisiting? You mentioned a lot just now, but
I sure did. But like going back to Guess, if you couldn't afford Guess, you could go to Fashion Sense.
Oh, yes.
And get the double metallic set, kind of like the denim sets that they're wearing, what I'm wearing now. But they would have metallic double like matching sets, and I loved it. It gave a mace, and we know we won't get
June Ambrose. Thank you, June.
Thank you, June, for shiny suits. But it gave the denim form of that. And so my mom couldn't afford the Guess one right away until I got a job and I could buy one. But I understand why now I was at Fashion Sense because of how much it costs. But I had every color. I had blue, teal, green, yellow, pink, and I wore them mugs together. I did not break them up.
Okay.
But that was a favorite trend of mine. And the Columbia boots.
Would you revisit?
Absolutely not with those Columbia boots. But the metallic suits, heck yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's what do they call it? A Canadian tuxedo?
Yeah.
It's that plus some fun. Well, you got to have some fun in your work, in your dress, to motivate you throughout the day. I know for me, if I put it on, I really want to feel that same persona that I created when I put that together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can definitely feel that. I feel like you prepare your looks in a way that like you're still you, but I feel like you kind of transform into
Indeed.
another version of you, another like layer of you. And I feel like you've given us so many different types of looks to the point where it's just like you can't box you in.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
and of course I'm an avid watcher of your looks, so maybe I'm like I'm digging too deep, but I'm like she's never gonna
No.
double back and say the
I
same thing twice.
I am right now specifically. I'm in the era of feeling myself in the way where I'm like I'm like kind of gathering some ideas and looks, but then I've actually put them together and I'm like, I'm popping out here with this. I just tried something on today. I was like, and normally it's a little risque, it's a little bit more skin.
Okay.
I have a thing about proportion. If I'm showing my legs, I'm not showing like my cleavage or my breast out, and
Very classic.
vice versa. And so I'm still like that. But this was showing a lot of risque,
Okay.
and I'm actually proud of myself because it is so feminine. It's so dominatrix. It's so like powerful in the color too. So I was just like, you know, I have to do it. But I'm just really living in giving a lot of great energy into the persona and creating it. What other time do you have to create personas
The person.
that are positive, not the ones that you bring to work to to survive? We normally are surviving. I don't want to survive in style.
A word. A word. A word. I appreciate that. Because seriously, like, I feel like you have graduated to such a level of like success and personhood that you are able to experiment and have fun and just do what you want to do. Try things out. Toss the pasta at the wall. See if it sticks. Like, if it doesn't, whatever. Like, I feel like we expect innovation from you as passersby and onlookers. Like, I feel
That's
like,
good to know.
yeah, no, we're never
Some pressure.
I would never look at you and expect to see what I saw from you 2 years ago,
Oh,
3 years
definitely
ago.
not.
Like, it just doesn't give that. Like, anyway, like professionally, anything you do.
If
So,
you don't evolve, especially in being in the beauty industry, especially if you don't evolve, you're not moving forward. You're not gaining access to new higher heights in our industry. And that's why the periods change. We're
definitely.
still like right now, 90s is flowing through, but it still has a modern twist. We still sport finger waves, but not at the same extent it was in that period when it was to do like flappers and showgirls that were wearing that. And so, with that said, with hair, you should change. If you've been in the same look for more than 5 to 10 years, and don't even get me started on 20 years and plus, there's something that's not changing within you. Like there's something in you. It's not even about being comfortable now. It's just something like you don't want to work towards and to change. That's scary for me, and that the test of times and how things are changing in other industries, especially with this technology, you just have to step into it. It's not that you have to, if you can't beat them, join them type of thing, but it's like be aware. Be aware, and you can evolve. You're worthy to be a part of an evolution that you create.
And I feel like you do a really great job, like professionally, with guiding people out of their comfort zones. And you don't just do that for work. I feel like you practice what you preach, and we see that in the looks. Like it's she practices what she preaches.
Yeah, I try to. If I don't do it, sometimes I'm probably the only kind of role model or model for my clients, especially.
Yeah.
So, with that said, I want you to be able to see that you might want to have a fade. I had a fade for a very long time. I had a mullet. I've had a pixie. I had a faux hawk. I had a mohawk. I've had color. I had extreme colors, all types of rainbow colors, highlights. we're just now in a space of growing my hair out because I made a promise to myself for a certain thing, a certain birthday. So I'm like, change up. See who you become with that.
Done it all.
Done it
Call
all.
the shawty law. Well, talk to me about. I mean, there's so many things I would like to ask, but I do want to know, if any, what obstacles did you face as you developed your sense of style?
Um, well, I feel like for me, it's been the obstacle for me because sometimes I can be super conservative and fixated on how things should be.
Where did that
Very,
come from?
I think because of my mom. My mom has an order about herself, about her household, organization, cleanliness, the whole nine, which is not a problem. But it also comes around with how she structures her style as well. So even the closet, it's like the sweaters, the jackets, it's nice. It becomes with organization. And then I'm like, okay, so if I have this dress, I need the slip, I need the stockings, I need this, I need that. So it's like you can't, like I'm conforming to this one way of doing things. But style has no rules. I mean, there's certain classic foundational like balance and color choice and color blending and those things. But it really doesn't have any rules of what you want to do. It's really the persona, the energy, the swag, and I hate to say it, but it is the je ne sais quoi
Okay.
of your being that brings it to life. So, yeah, like I feel like I just had a brain fart.
Well, how did you break out of that like major organized conservative kind of a mindset, or are you still kind of grappling with it?
I feel like I'm still grappling with it, to be honest. It's not as strong. But at the same time, sometimes I just have to throw it out there. Take a shot, pick the outfit, keep it moving.
Okay.
Sometimes the time is not on my side. Or I think when I was going to a sneaker ball a couple years ago, I had a 3-piece silk suit. It was red. As soon as I was about to walk out the door, the bustier for it popped open, breast out
Okay.
in the middle of the street. And I said, wow,
No.
wowzers. Thank God for the blazer on top.
Okay.
But I went back in there and I just was like,
Oh wait, so you were already there?
I was on my way,
Okay.
like
Okay.
getting to the car.
Okay.
And in this case, like, there's just moments you can't make up and the things happening. So I think my wife had to take me up. But in there, I was already had 4 different, like, okay, and I will put this on, we'll put that on, and just go with it. At the end of the day, the event's not going to stop.
Very true.
And I want to get to having fun. And it was a fun incident. I mean, letting the girls out, but I was able to wear that outfit. But it's just like certain moments like that. I don't want to be so consumed with the choices that I make with style that it kind of hinders me or creates some type of anxiety. This should be fun.
Ooh, understandable, because I am the type to let the anxiety run wild. But okay, so we are able to kind of break through the rigidity. We're able to kind of just let things flow now. So okay, that's a great obstacle to overcome.
Yes, indeed.
So were there any major life events that you feel impacted your style or the way you viewed your style?
I really think that what impacted my style is actually throwback for me. It's these big ornate church galas.
Okay.
And that's really what got me into like evening wear. That's something we don't talk about or even really put as a focal point. I think that you should have some great formal pieces.
Absolutely.
A lot of people have gotten away with formal looks, and there is I don't care, it's a foundation, it is a structure for that.
Yeah.
But I feel like I tested those moments with the most with texture, length, height of heels, double platform heels, Asian inspired gowns, uh, a bunch of chiffon. Like we had dressmakers.
Mm. So you were playing with a different
Yeah.
hand than an average person.
Yes, it wasn't just your Dillards. It wasn't just your, even if you have Dillards, because the Dillards still have a good dress. But even it wasn't just your Dillards, but Easter for me, I had my dresses made for Easter.
Mm.
And it was just the creativity with that to play.
So were you
So,
like designing as well, or just kind of giving input? Or
you know what? I let a creative designer on their own.
okay,
I think that's the best part. In some cases, at a young age, I didn't have a lot of input, but I had enough input to be like, I know I want these two things. Other than that, go with the flow. And most of the time, that was listened to.
okay.
So, yeah.
So you had that trust in the dressmaker already, or you were just willing to just be like, just let her cook, like whatever.
Uh, it was actually a guy.
Ah.
Yes, just do whatever.
Okay.
I mean, I think I remember this silver draped, what is it, jumpsuit
Mm.
that was amazing that I wore to a church gala. And it was a chiffon jacket that went over top of it, and it had a train with these splits all on the side. And I just was like, I'm 12, enjoying life.
Okay.
So those are the shapeshifters, like major style, like components for me that I'm like, gotta have that, gotta do that, gotta relive that one more time.
So was that moment in particular, was that still when you were kind of like playing it safe during the week and then plotting and scheming to pop out? Like, was that one of those
I
moments?
think those were my pop out moments, but when you're a church kid, that's all you got is Sundays, 52 Sundays.
Okay.
And then holiday season, you have 52 looks that you showed up in. And one, at least we'll say 12 of those looks have to be black and white because it was ushers. You got to be an usher on the third
Okay.
Sunday.
Do you feel like that church experience like still impacts your current style?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay.
I still go to church today and I still show up showing out. My dad just had a pastoral anniversary this past October, and I had a sweetheart neckline black dress, knee length with pinstripe stockings and full length sheer gathered ruched gloves on, and my hair flipped and red lips and Chanel glasses. Hell yeah, I'ma show up, especially on those big days.
This is not unrelated, but like okay, what is your take on like coming to church a little more dressed down? Like that kind of come as you are. Kind of,
Boring.
okay. She is not for it.
Trashy. La trashy. It's not. Keep your sweats for the gym and throughout the week. Let church be church. What other reverence area do you have? Even people are coming crazy to weddings. So let's start there. I went to a formal event not too long ago. Disappointed in formal wear.
Okay.
Very disappointed because it's the splits up to your vagina. It's your breast down to your stomach. This is not the place to be doing that. It's not a time for that. Here, any other time, you could do whatever you want. But if you come to my wedding, half see through, and I see nipple, we got something going on. We in a different space, and especially church. You don't have. What other time are you dressing up for yourself? And if you don't even go to church, let's just take church out of it. What other day throughout the week are you dressing up for yourself to show up as your best self?
Serious question here.
It's just what it is. I mean, I may know that I'm going to be rushing for 2 days out this week specifically. But I know tomorrow, like I have a class tomorrow. I give them my best look.
Excuse me. Can you talk to us about what their class is?
So I'm teaching a master class at CCM at University of Cincinnati. with their theatrical wig and makeup class graduates. So master class
She does
because
this.
they're in their master's program. So I'm excited for it. But it's a hands-on class on texture and equity and representation. So
I needed you to let the people know what's going on
yeah,
throughout
but
the
you got to
week.
bring your best self, and so I give them a great look and still work. But then also I give my clients a great look. And then there's times where I got 9 people today. I can't serve you Oscar de la Renta today.
Not today.
I have to be more flexible in my look. So
Well, Brittany, talk to me about how you like to acquire your pieces. I know you've mentioned having pieces made. You've mentioned hitting the fashion sense and whatnot. But today, how is your closet compiled? How do you prefer to find those pieces?
woo. Okay, so I get a lot of secondhand picking from my wife, who is a vintage shopper, a state shopper. I personally don't like thrift stores. It's just gonna have to be what it
It
is.
has not
It
changed.
has not. And to go into thrift shops, the smell, most of the smells will weird me out.
Understandably, it's definitely not for the weak.
Well, here's the crazy thing. I work with dirty heads all the time.
That's not for the weak either.
And that's not, but I don't smell that. That's the funny part.
How does that work?
I don't know. Maybe because I love a little harder and give patience and grace for those in the bowl. But when it comes to the thrift shop, thrift store, I'm like, what is happening? What is this scent? And I barely can smell anyway. So, but most to get back to the question, estate sales, my wife picks out wonderful pieces for myself. So I like to keep those. I have been also gifted from friends' mothers. Like I have a fur that I got acquired from a friend's mother that I still to this day love. And it still has her name engraved, not engraved, but embroidered in it.
Oh, I love
And
that.
so she was like, you take that out and put my name. I'm like, no, I want to carry, this is a treasure for me. And so a lot of my pieces have been given to me. Now that the certain things that are like more trendy or whatever, I'm still a Gap girl. Love a good Gap quality jean.
Shout out to Gap.
I don't know, Gap is Gap, but their prices is getting crazy. Not getting they are. But yeah, and right now I'm in a kind of a slump with collecting currently.
Why do you think so?
I don't like what I see. And I don't like the quality of some dressmakers.
Okay.
Um, I feel like it's a lot of things that are rushed, and so I haven't found a dressmaker for me that I really enjoy and that I like. Um, and plus, I can say right now I'm not really looking, so I can't say who's out there now to be like this is who it is. But I know from the past years, the last 2 to 3 years, I haven't been really impressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's honest and that's fair.
Yeah, I'm like, there's not a lot going on in the stores. When you see Abercrombie change their whole direction,
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? I mean, the limited is gone. That was a time. Express looks weird.
I feel like we are in an odd time in general. Like some brands are trying to like dig in their archives and like find their heritage again, but other people
feel
are
like
trying to
that's
do
Gap.
yes. And I feel like Zach Posen is doing a nice job right now. Like I'm not mad at what he's doing, but it's just that brand has so much heritage. But for the most part, the regular shoppers are going for the denim.
Yeah.
They're going for those classic pieces season after season. So if they're still working for you, like I hope they don't touch it. 'Cause
Yeah, I miss a Gap lambskin leather coat that used to be 2090 was $295. And or I know that's not gonna be the same price from back then, but the quality
that's the part.
was top notch. They're selling faux leather jackets at $295. I'm confused. So
We are living in scary times right now. But speaking of things that you kind of can't find anymore,
Hmm.
talk to me about a piece that haunts you that you might have let slip away.
Okay. So, it's actually these Gucci sunglasses. They're actually regular glasses. And the Gucci glasses were the like Dwayne Wayne flip glasses.
Hmm.
And they were ivory on the outside,
Okay.
tortoise shell arms around the ear.
Uh-huh.
When you flip them up, it was this crazy, beautiful onyx black frame, thick
Mm-hmm.
frame, and the lenses were yellow.
Mm. Okay.
They were $830. That's to me is an investment for glasses.
Okay.
That's on the low end for me. I love sunglasses. I love glasses.
Oh, I'm
I,
sorry. Do you have a line of
yeah, I do have
eyewear?
Be Seen Eyewear.
The things I left out in
It's
the
at
intro.
District 78.
And
Yeah.
also, this is the wife of Erica Gray, the inaugural guest of Style Stories. I need y'all to know how deep this is.
Yes, it
So,
goes deep.
so how did you come across these? What happened? Paint it for
Well,
us.
I was in San Diego going to a Gucci store there,
Mhm.
and I just love to see. I love going into luxury stores to see their wallpaper, their furniture, their fixtures, their lighting. I'm always, yeah, I get some type of inspiration from that. Then I also pour into the fabric that they might have for that season. And that specific Gucci at that time, they were just putting out these specific glasses.
Mhm.
And I said, oh my God, these are my glasses. I put them on. I wore 'em. Everybody's like, oh my God, those are great. Those are you. This is it.
Mhm.
Erica, my wife, looks at me and was like, "You gonna spend $830 on them glasses?" I said, "Yep, can pay cash today,
Uh-huh.
actually." And she was like, "I don't see why you would do that." And I'm like, "Bruh, it dampened the mood." So I always have a shopping partner that's gonna just gas you up,
Okay.
right or wrong. But this shopping partner was about to get ixnayed right quick. So I just was like, forget it. I'm gonna let it go. I walked away for those glasses, flew back home. I think it was the next day.
Uh-huh.
Literally the third day from seeing those. Tracy Ellis Ross wears them in a photo shoot. Devastation. It still haunts me, and it haunts my wife because every time I see her in those glasses, and I do mean Tracy Ellis Ross, I always send her the picture and say that was $830 ago, and it right now they'll probably go for 1,200.
So, have you searched for them again,
I
or did
have
you just?
searched for them, but I don't know if they're fake, and I had to
Oh.
put that to the mic.
Oh gosh.
I don't know if they're fake.
Very true.
Just as a wild, wild west in eBay, Poshmark, and what is it, Depop now?
Yes.
So it's weird, especially when people start selling like Fashion Nova stuff or Shein stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and that's at the Goodwill too. So what is happening? So
Wild times. We are in wild times. Dupe culture has evolved into.
it's nasty work.
Oof, it is morphed. So, okay. Well, talk to me about, since we're in the vein of shopping and acquiring pieces and things getting away, what do you choose to splurge on aside from sunglasses?
Oh.
And what do you choose to save on? Or are we saving it all?
Okay. I'm a splurger. I'm a splurge.
Yes.
I love to save. I save until because I don't find a lot of my fun pieces right away.
Okay.
It's just that's over time. I could be going to different malls and different websites throughout the year, and I might find 4 or 5 different pieces, and that's it.
Okay.
So I don't find a lot at once. But if I do find some pieces, I splurge
Okay.
because it's very rare that I actually find pieces that I love. So if I don't see anything, I'm like, well, I saved a couple hundred today, a couple thousand.
So the saving is essentially just you not
Just
splurging.
Yes, but I'm going to splurge on shoes.
Okay.
I'm on my feet all the time.
True.
So with comfort and with a a design shoe or what I call classic. Like these are a fun boot that
Can
I
we
went
talk about the boot?
right here. Here we go. That is a Bottega boot. This is one of my fun boots, but it's great in the rain. It's great in the snow. It's a classic shoe. So why not have this boot? I think the retail price was like $1,200 on these. I've had these for 3 years.
Have you gotten your wear's worth, your money's worth?
My thing is, as soon as you walk out the store and say you love them and wear them in all the weathers, the weather that has been, especially what Cincinnati has to offer, I got my money's worth at the end of the day. It is something that is going to be with me for a while.
They definitely they ring true. Yeah.
I'm like, it is. And purses too. It also depends on the type of purse.
Okay.
So I'm not I have a favorite brands. I love Prada. I love Bottega. Bottega is one of my favorite designers anyway. I'm also a fan of Chanel, but not this new Chanel with overpricing and overgouging.
That is very Chanel.
I mean, is it though? Okay. Chanel is Chanel. I feel like a girl should have one Chanel in their lifetime. And it's just a classic piece or whatnot, but the prices have gone crazy. So I'm going to save on that.
Okay.
But in the same spirit, it's also about the quality.
Absolutely.
Like some of the leather of Bottega is so supple, soft that some of the things that I have been 5 to 7 years that I've had. And even their newest lines are still that same quality. Some people like that pressed leather and canvas leather, and it doesn't last as long. The straps don't last as long. And you pay $2,500, $3,500, and you can't even get it fixed. Some design groups are not getting it fixed. So I'm big on the quality for splurging.
Okay.
It has to make sense. So it doesn't have to have a designer name to splurge. I want to splurge on quality.
Okay.
And what I do save on is like basic essentials. A bunch of white tees that I'm going to get messed up. I'm at Old Navy.
Okay.
I'm getting 7 of them. 7 of the same white shirt. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to have that there. If I'm in LA, I just go to Fashion Nova. And I know that's fast fashion. Count me out, count me in, however you want to do it. $8 turtlenecks. I'm going to throw those in the bag.
Why not?
Yeah, I get hot a lot. So wearing a lot of layers, I'm not doing that. But I also want to look nice and presentable in my workspace. So most of the time, if I'm wearing the white shirts, they're going to have some type of color. They're going to have some type of glue. Before you know it, I'm a hodgepodge of colors, even with an apron on. So certain things are basic essentials just to have something underneath, a blazer, a coat, a jacket, whatever, or have underneath my apron for work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So talk to me about maybe one of your favorite looks from the recent past. When was the last time you really were like, ooh, I've outdone myself?
Oh, what did I wear? Oh my gosh. Why can't I remember that? I feel like it's not even, I outdid myself in the way of my theme. So it was for Beyonce's Cowboy Carter. And it was actually for my birthday weekend. And so Cowboy Carter, everybody's like the sexy cowgirl or, something. I went as the rodeo clown.
Yes, you did.
And I had braids. I had gold horseshoes in my braids. I had the white cowboy hat. I think it was a leather white hat. Also had my face painted in rodeo clown makeup. And just with black girl magic in that clown makeup. And I had this crazy cut up jean overall set and these tattered like Converse double platform shoes that were comfortable for the concert. And then this handmade denim jacket that I got from Zanantha in Columbus, which is a full-length trench coat that actually has a train to it, and it's bleached, and it's all these different denims with bell sleeves, and everybody was like, I never would have thought. But I actually got that from one of my dear friends.
Okay.
Idea from me. And they were like, you should be a rodeo clown. I was like, sure, I can do that.
Very unexpected,
Yes,
though.
it was fun. And it was just a good time. And I still felt sexy. I felt sexy fun. And a lot of people wanted to take pictures with me. So
Yes, that. I feel like, it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks, but when
yes,
people are stopping you, like, no, I need
yeah,
to capture this moment and take it with me forever. The look hit.
yes, it was a good time. And it's not like it's not a look that you're gonna do every day, but it was a look that was thought of, and I really enjoy. I really enjoy.
That's what counts. Well, talk to me about a time where you took a risk and A, it flopped, and also B, it worked out amazingly.
Taking a risk. Oh,
Big risk, small risk.
I haven't had a lot of flops.
Okay.
Pocket.
That's real.
Okay. Um, I feel like I bought this oversized tulle, kind of like overcoat, a tulle overcoat that I thought had many black hearts on it.
Okay.
I realized it's like these little polka dots, little black polka dots on it. But on the back of the overcoat, it's this weird overlay of ruched fabric. It's very weird. It's giving off a big mushroom
Okay.
instead of giving this kind of like oversized hourglass look. It's giving mushroom. And I feel like I won't let it go because I haven't figured it out.
Okay.
But that is probably my biggest flop.
So what attracted you to that piece?
Because I thought it
thought
was
it was-
polka dot hearts.
Okay.
And it's viciously red. It's super red with these black polka dot, I thought, hearts.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I love wearing heart themed things in February.
Of course.
And it could be small. It's just small little things, not like full on heart things. But I was wearing a particular black dress under this, which was velvet and tube top. And so this overcoat was supposed to be like the fun kind of feminine look. But I looked like a mushroom. My little head popped out with this big ponytail, and it was just like this mushroom. I was like, okay.
Was this floor length?
It is floor length.
Okay.
But it's still, and it doesn't have a belt. It doesn't have a hook. It doesn't have anything. So it's just, it flopped.
Okay.
It flopped bad.
I'm waiting for you to reimagine it. I'm sure it'll be
That's
back
why I
around.
haven't given it away.
It'll be back around. Well, when did it actually work for you when you did decide to take a risk? Or which time?
I believe I'm actually building my risk right now.
Oh.
Yes, so this outfit I spoke of a little bit earlier of picking something out that was a little bit more risque and showing skin. I really enjoy the color, but it does expose a lot of me.
Okay.
But it has to be exposed in order to really enjoy the fit.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm getting comfortable with wearing that. And I'm actually really finding the particular time to wear that. That's not a Tuesday outfit.
Okay.
This is we showing up and you gonna know it.
So details are pending.
Then details are pending. But I'll tell you right now, it's gonna be one for the books.
Okay. We will be waiting. We will be watching. Well, talk to me about a dream item that you feel like might complete your wardrobe. I know that's not even really possible, but like, is there something that you feel like is the missing piece?
Well, to be honest, I don't have a lot of knee-high boots. I think I got 2 pair, maybe.
Okay.
Most of them are like around a little booty boot. And I don't know what that is about. I think I know why. Because I love platform peep-toed shoes.
You do. You love a peep
I
toe.
love a peep-toe in the winter, in the spring, in the fall. It don't matter.
Anytime, all the time.
Anytime, all the time. And so I'm like, I'm in this mode, and not just because of the weather, that I'm like, I need a brown, a good chocolatey brown knee-high boot.
Okay.
And I feel like I don't know if it's completing my wardrobe, but it's a great ad. I have several black booties.
Okay.
It's insane. I probably have 7 or 8 pair.
Brown is the next logical small step.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Did you say small?
I think so.
I think it's a huge step.
It is. Go from 8 to, your next pair not being black. Yes, it is
Yes.
huge. It is huge.
Because in every other shoe, I have pearl shoes. I have metallic gold with missing heels. I have all these like weird design shoes. But when it comes to boots, it's uniform.
Okay.
So either the brown chocolate knee-high boot and having a crazy black raincoat.
Okay.
I feel like that would complete me. I don't know about the wardrobe, but completing me on that.
Okay. That is not an answer I expected to hear, but I will be
Yes,
looking forward.
nobody has a really good raincoat except for me. I got a good one. I got a red one.
I feel like that has kind of died with like quality. Like I feel like outerwear you really have to spend, and people don't really value those transitional in between pieces like the raincoat. Like I feel like it's such a classic, but I feel like people are just like, I'll just throw on a windbreaker. I'll just throw on a jean jacket. Like,
No, you need that water repellent. You need the warmth too.
well, tell me, how long does it typically take you to get ready? Like
Oh my
day to
gosh.
day,
Oh, day to day.
day to day, and then event pop out.
Okay, to get ready from the wake up to getting out the house is about an hour and a half. And that hour and a half is more piddling around
Okay.
than actually getting ready. It's like this fake, want to air dry, fake, I think I can make my lunch in the morning. I'm not rushing. Oh my God, the time is gone. I have to get out of here. But I will say in that hour and a half, I put on a light face, tinted moisturizer, eyeliner, lip gloss, lip, and slap on some lashes, and I put on my outfit.
So makeup first, outfit 2nd. Okay. Has it always been that way?
No, usually I would put my outfit on and then kind of drape myself, then put makeup on. But these times, I'm literally put the makeup on, put my outfit over it, and I'm good. Put a scarf on my face and keep it moving.
Okay.
So yeah, it's about an hour and a half. But if it's an event, that could be a day.
Talk to us.
Because I believe that your hair should be fresh for the day of the event.
Obviously.
I'm going to be biased about it. Your hair should be fresh for your event, no matter what look that is. And so I'm going to take some time with my own hair. Most of the time I do my own hair and I do my own makeup. And I'm going to say hair, makeup, wash, outfit. Sometimes I drink. I got to roll. Get me a cocktail with music. You're talking about 4 or 5 hours just dilly-dallying in femininity and music and dancing with my wife or dancing with my dog and just shooting the really.
Is this because you've already spent so much time thinking about the look already?
I think so. I think
Okay.
because that's out the way. It's very rare that I don't know what I'm wearing. But then there's these times, which I feel like recently in these last 6 months, I have recently not known what I'm going to wear to an event until the day before or the day of.
What's going on?
I think because I don't want to work right now.
Okay.
That's the best way to put it. Like
Okay.
that was curating some of the looks that I loved and took some time for a mood board.
It takes
How
work.
it takes a lot of work. Styling is not a game. Come on, Imani.
It is really not. Like, it's
Imani
not
the
at all.
stylist, it does not take, I mean, it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of thought. What are we going to streamline? What color is this? What is the fabric? Does this fit? Are you going to get it in time? Especially if I'm getting something made or if I have to get something shipped here. Don't let me find something on Etsy. Lord
Yeah, don't hold your breath. Yeah.
Jesus, it's
Effort.
going to be a time. So right now, I don't want to do that. And I know I have some great things in my closet that still has tags on it.
Okay.
They do. I think I like looking at the tags more than I like looking at the clothes, but they still have tags on it. And I'm like, we'll find something in the closet. And I will say 10 out of 10 so far, knock on all the wood. It has been found in that closet. And we've been show stopping.
So those times where in the recent past you haven't thought it out months in advance, what is that process like as you're just kind of piecing it together shortly before the event?
Hold on, rephrase that one.
What is the difference in the process from like dilly-dallying with a robe and a
Oh,
beverage to tossing the garments across the bedroom? Like, what? How is
so
that
I have a
looking?
dressing room.
Okay,
And so I do that because I like cool temperatures when I get dressed
say that. Come
and
on.
putting my makeup on.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to be hot. I have a lot of big lights in that room. So things can happen. And then plus if I'm drinking, I'm gonna get hot.
Even hotter.
So but the difference is I'm still gonna drink in my hand because I want to relax the mood, but also it's a part of the vibe. I want to enjoy. I want to enjoy. I work a lot, so when I'm not working and having to put something together, or just like at the last minute, I want to have my cocktail in my hand, and I still want to give myself good energy in whatever I pick. Because if you're not in a great headspace, you're not gonna get a good outfit. Your look is gonna be trash.
Very true.
It's just gonna be trash.
Oh, Brittany, so many gems. Talk to me about your 3 favorite items in your wardrobe, if you could narrow it down.
So you're just talking about raincoats. I love my red raincoat. It's a cargo style raincoat I got from ASOS like 7 years ago. Still perfect condition. I wear that every rainy day. But it's a perfect red that is kind of like an oxblood red. And it goes with a lot of my outfits, a lot of my color tones. So I can put that on whether it's raining or whether it's just a little windy.
Okay.
So that's one. I really enjoy my Bottega glasses. They're orange, cat eye glasses that are, I think they're just rich. That's the best way to describe it. I put that on and I slick my hair back and have a little flip. And I'm like, you can't tell me nothing. Put a little scarf around here. What can you say? I feel like I'm the biggest bee. And when I say the biggest bee, I mean me. Not like, but it's just like the biggest bee.
That is what a good piece
Yeah.
is supposed to do.
And then I want to say, um, I have these pink, feathery, they're kind of mauve, peep-toed heels. Everybody thinks they're like bedroom slippers, but they're not. They're my favorite. I mean, you can put that on with any chill outfit. I can put them on with this.
And wake it right up.
And it will be elevated into whatever event I'm going to after this. Or I can put it with a actual PJ outfit and it still looks great. I wear them in church. I wear them out. I wore them to work for one client. And I mean, because I was only gonna be there for an hour, so I'm like, I can do this.
Okay.
And I wore them to the grocery store. They're gorgeous. Now they're 3 to 4 inches tall, but that's a furry good pink heel.
Those all sound like a great time. Like individually, like not basics at all.
No.
Well, Brittany, talk to me about an item or a trend that you're kind of tired of seeing.
Ooh, Right now, I feel like um I'm just actually tired of the trends.
Say more.
The barrel jean
Okay.
currently right now, I cannot stand those. I thought they were super cute at one point, but then I just don't like them. I don't know what that is about. I don't know where it came from, but it's just okay.
Have you seen too much of it?
I have
Okay.
a whole lot. And kind of like just these um like the dirty gym shoe, baggy jean with a black top.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of that. I don't know what look, what pop star, what actor has coined that kind of look of like where I look into a crowd and I see the same people wearing the same type of jean, the same belt, the dirty gym shoe. I mean, it could be a dirty Air Force One. It could be one of them Golden Goose things. It could be, I mean, and I'm like, there's no personality. I can't decipher who you are with these looks. It's just disheartening because it just shows that some creativity is dying.
Well, in that same vein, talk to me about your thoughts on the current state of fashion, just in general.
Um, it's right now. I feel like people are gone so far away from it, and because whatever big machine is creating all these different looks right now, I think they're still going riding off of COVID, where it was just sweats, PJs, gym outfits, like leggings, letting it be, and then it got to okay, let's get a little bit more business casual with it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of business casual right now. A little denim here, a little white, put a little tiny belt with it. What? So they're not giving us anymore because we're not requesting it. We're not demanding. It's not even requesting. It's not demanding and showing that you need different pieces. You need something to jumpstart. Like the masses are not buying all this stuff. So you're overproducing a lot of things that don't have any meaning and nobody wants to keep. It doesn't last long. So we're just creating a lot of environmental issues at the end of the day. So the current state is definitely the creativity is dying.
That is an honest word. An honest word. Okay, well, Brittany, talk to me about 20 years from now. Tell me what you see. How are you going to be giving it to us?
Oh, I hope I am like one of those mature Fenty models that Rihanna picks out, and I'm still, showing up to all the fashion events. Hopefully, leading a lot of fashion in general, with fashion with hair. So the look is going to be mighty. I just really feel like I'm going to still have my soft girl femme look, but then also I'm not just in one area.
Never.
So I feel like I'll probably be back in a fade somewhere in that time. And also with my clothing choices, I want to get more risque. More. Like, so I just want to have that as much as possible. Like being risky, being more sensual in my clothing choice, and also being bigger and brighter.
Can't wait. I can't wait. Well, do you have any style advice for the people who are most definitely watching you?
Put it on. That's it. Put it on. Don't like I'm over here. I talked about curated spaces and times, but I don't save a lot of outfits. But am I gonna waste it to be at work with it? No, I'm not. That doesn't even sound right. But if you're going out with friends or going out for brunch, don't worry about being casual. Put it on. Even if it's a dinner for yourself, a breakfast for yourself, you go into the bookstore, you're gonna be out and about for a couple hours running errands. Put it on. Brighten up your day. You would notice a difference in your mood and your attitude by putting something on that that you were going to flex in. Why not? I need more people to be more direct and confident in themselves by really believing in their choice. Doesn't matter if I like it, doesn't matter if you like it, but if that person loves it, get up, twin.
Look great, feel better. Well, Brittany, tell us what you're working on now.
Currently is award season. It's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Grammys, Oscars, Golden Globes, Black Women in Essence. And I'm really just sending out the resume to hook, line, and sink some jobs. And then also Fashion Week as well. I always want to work with Miss Carter, and I don't know what she is going out with. Beyonce, what you doing? Because I'm really working towards a tour to be with her.
Okay.
I'm a big manifester, so um, I hope that Act 3 is coming out soon so we can get a move on. And that's what I'm working on
So we'll catch
currently.
you on Act 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
Act 3.
Well, in that case, Brittany, talk to us about where the people can find you and see more of you, these looks, these endeavors, these projects, all of these amazing things that you got your hands in.
I'm really just on Instagram. I try to be everywhere else, but it doesn't work for me. So Instagram at Hair Kitchen. I do a lot of hair videos, but also intertwine a lot of my personal life. So stick with me on Insta Story. You're going to see a lot more compared to what is posted. But I like to live out loud, so you can always just catch me. Catch me on Instagram. Shoot me a DM. We can talk.
Brittany, this has been fabulous. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your extremely busy schedule to tell the people your style story. It's been an honor.
Let me tell you, I thank you so much. It's an honor to be in your presence and all the work that you do, especially being a creative as you are. So I'm very thankful.
Thank you, Brittany. And this was her style story. Thank you all for watching.